72.
Madam.
72, Councillor Mihevc and Walker,
Yes, I can go
both
first.
of you. It was actually held by Mihevc, but it's from both of your areas. Yes, so which one wants to go ahead?
I'm happy to go first.
Okay.
Well, I understand Councillor Walker wants to defer it. There is a piece of correspondence that is before you now of a resident who will be very clear on what will happen at that next meeting. Basically, what Councillor Walker is proposing is to deny entrance from one side of Heath, the west side of Heath, to the east side of Heath in the morning rush hour. 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock. This would be absolutely terrible during the morning rush hour because Heath functions as a fairly major minor arterial road in the morning.
That's what it's.
It would especially be terrible now when you consider what has happened at the southwest corner of Avenue Road in St. Clair, where contrary to staff's advice early on in the process, there's a construction project going on there, and the road is pinched, so it's down to one lane going eastbound. So you can't go east on St. Clair as you approach Avenue Road because it backs up all the way to Spadina. And now what he's trying to do, at the end of the day, respectfully, he is trying to block the only alternative that people have carved out. This is basically trying to make an island and box in Forest Hill and not let residents to the west go travel in an east-west direction. We can't do this. We absolutely can't do this. This is on the border between my ward and his ward. We have not had communication on this. Frankly, I was terribly surprised, both for 72 and 73, to see that they were even on the agenda. This is one of those that are, frankly, way over the top. It cannot be. It can't be supported. We have a piece of correspondence here. If you defer it, here's what's going to happen. He's going to get his deputants. I'm going to get my deputants. There'll be 100 deputants on each side for something that really is nuts. So I would ask you to not defer it, kill it now, get it over with. This deserves a quick and painless death. Otherwise, it'll be a slow and painful death with all the deputants that'll mass from one side of Forest Hill, which is my side, and his side of Forest Hill, which he's trying to make an island of. It's a no-go. I'm sorry, Councillor Walker.
Okay.
Can I?
Councillor Walker, state your...
Well, you can turn your mic off.
Oh, sorry.
First of all, this issue, Councillor Mihevc's office attended one of the meetings, and I may have attended the second, but it wasn't identified. The staff have been consulting on his office, and his office was aware this was coming. It was placed on the agenda because to give it a legitimacy, and we've gone through a 2-year process of public meetings in the area I represent, and staff have consulted and let him know that this has been taking place. And his office attended at least one of the meetings because his staff identified themselves. And the recommendations are for staff is to do it. The long and the short of it is the 3 people who wanted to depute, the president of the association and 2 of the residents on Heath Street, because it's coming from Deer Park as well, because there is a proposal about the westbound traffic also being prevented from traveling through, and Councillor Mihevc is a direct beneficiary because a lot of these people are turning off Bathurst Street to get through, and the traffic has been increasing. The recommendations are to do it. Appreciate there is controversy about it, but these people aren't in town, the president of the association. And they've worked hard, long and hard, and with the public process supported going ahead. So they deserve an opportunity to be here. And I do not think, Councillor Mihevc, I can't guarantee it, I'm not going to be rounding up the usual suspects and all the rest of it. These 3 deputants have indicated that they wanted to come,
Sorry.
and I said that I was going to defer it.
Councillor, are you moving a deferral?
Yes,
You
I'm
didn't
moving a
say that.
deferral of both of the items.
Yes.
First of all, number 73, or secondly, number 73 is redundant if you don't do 72. It doesn't make any sense because that's traffic traveling north and south on Spadina. And it's, you need to do that, or the traffic just goes onto another side street to then work its way around to try and get over to Avenue Road anyways, or usually over to Yonge Street. So I think we need to defer it, because the people who originated the request for doing this, we ended up with this recommendation, is that they're not here. And this is just, it's not the end of the world. And I think it's patently irresponsible and heavy-handed and undemocratic to deny the opportunity for these local deputants to come out. The president of, and there's some people in Deer Park who've been at me saying, I've been delaying this and delaying it. I've been delaying it until we had a staff report and we had the final public meeting on the final proposal.
So you're asking for a deferral and
That's-
moving it to as a deputation item for the next
Yes.
meeting, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, is there any further speakers on this?
Well, I didn't say it, but I'm moving receipt, basically.
Okay,
Of both items,
Receipt.
which kills it, right?
yeah, yeah, okay. So we have a motion for, so we have two motions. The first,
Passing through.
the first item is to defer. All in favor of the deferral?
And recorded vote.
Oh, I don't think it needs to be recorded.
Well, oh,
I actually agree with you. Okay. Opposed? That does not stand.
I asked for recorded vote.
Okay, Councillor Otis, Walker, and McConnell. Against, Councillor Mihevc, Ray, Councillor Vaughn, Speaker Bussin, Davis, Councillor Perks, and Councillor Giambrone. All right. On the receipt, all in favor of the receipt?
Recorded vote.
Yes, we'll have a recorded vote. Councillor Mihevc, Councillor Ray, Councillor Vaughn, Councillor McConnell, Councillor Bussin, Councillor Davis, Perks, and Giambrone. Opposed? Yes, Councillor Otis and Councillor Walker.